Alan's story begins with his search for clarity in life. At 25, he was still navigating confusion about his identity and had never shared his feelings openly. After his birthday, he decided to escape the noise of his thoughts and embarked on a trip to the northern mountains, a serene region dotted with small villages. During a long, 15-hour bus journey, the vehicle broke down at midnight, leaving Alan stranded. While others waited, Alan, driven by curiosity and restlessness, ventured out into the quiet night. He met a young boy who offered to guide him to a nearby village. Alan hesitated but decided to follow. After an hour's walk through the dark mountain trails, they arrived at the village. It was a world entirely unfamiliar to Alan. He saw men sitting around a fire, drinking tea, their traditional attire contrasting sharply with his modern jeans. Despite feeling out of place, Alan was warmly welcomed, given tea, and invited to join them, marking the beginning of an unexpected connection and self-discovery. He sat next to another young man, around 28 to 30 years old. The man introduced himself as Panveer. Alan sat awkwardly, listening to their stories, feeling anxious as an outsider in the dark, remote village. He was concerned about returning to the broken-down bus, especially given the dangerous mountain terrain. Panveer noticed Alan's discomfort and initiated a conversation, asking about his city and life. As Alan began to talk, he started to feel more at ease. After a few hours, Alan mentioned leaving to check on the bus, but Panveer suggested he stay at his place, as it was dark and dangerous to travel at night. For the shy Alan, this was an unusual situation. He had to decide whether to stay with a stranger in an unfamiliar place. Despite his initial hesitation, he eventually agreed to stay. Panveer and Alan began sharing their life stories and experiences, and Alan started to feel more comfortable. He began to experience strange, unfamiliar feelings, particularly a fluttering in his stomach. In his entire life, he had never been physically intimate with a woman, as he was too shy and believed in waiting until marriage. He had never felt this way about a man before, as he had always assumed he was straight. Panveer mentioned that they would wake up early the next morning to bathe near a waterfall, a chance for Alan to freshen up before leaving. Alan slept at Panveer's house, his mind filled with thoughts of the bus and Panveer. The next morning, Panveer woke Alan and they set off for the waterfall. It was still dark as they walked for 20 minutes to reach the beautiful, secluded waterfall. Panveer undressed and jumped into the water. Feeling shy, Alan initially declined to join, but Panveer insisted he relax and enjoy the water. After a moment, Alan removed his clothes and jumped in. Although he knew how to swim, he felt uncomfortable around Panveer and started to experience strange